I have 1 health kit. Granted, I don't think we'll need it. And yeah, Catherine, ooh. Fuck yeah. Not afraid at all. I am a great cat. Yeah, Dietrich does feel really lackluster compared to playing, like, making a shaman yourself. Like, he just doesn't seem like a good character, unfortunately. As much as I like him, he's, not great. The best thing he can do is haste. And at this point in the game, like, we can just give glory for AP. So it's like, meh. A huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forward to meet you. He walks with the swollen bravado of a man who's used to getting what he wants. One of his meaty arms jerks up, hand held upright in the universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. The orc inspects you. His body language is decidedly unfriendly. You don't look like a magnificer. You're not one of us, and I'm guessing you ain't here for the hub either. So tell me, who are you and what's your interest in this building? Business. Can't discuss it. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, sure, I get it. But see, this building, it's under our Bater protection, and we can't just let you waltz in and shoot up the place. He smiles at you, revealing a mouth filled with jagged teeth. I'm sure you understand. I'm not planning on shooting anything, not unless I have to. Yeah, well, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everyone if you just turn back. We don't want to fight you, but we can't risk letting an unknown player into this. He pauses for a moment to search for the right word. Situation right now. Maybe I can help you out with your situation. Well, that puts a different spin on things. He pauses for a moment to consider. You look like you can handle yourself. We could probably use you if you'd be willing to help. There'd even be some money in it for you. But if not, well... The assault rifle in his hand shifts position slightly. That's a different conversation. And what exactly do you want us to do? Ager's tone is neutral, her posture relaxed. But one of her hands casually comes to rest on the butt of her shotgun. Elric doesn't seem to notice. We're having some, trouble with a local mage gang. The Magnificers. The orc turns his head and spits. They attacked us without warning, took up in our building and kicked us out into the street. Me and my boys were the rightful protectors of this block, but the assholes that screwed us, they've got the building buttoned up pretty tight. We can't get in there to make things right, but maybe you can. If you could enter the building and do some damage to those dreck-eating Magnificers, the Arbaters would be willing to pay you. 200 new yen per kill. You bring me back their amulets and you get paid. How's that sound? Ager raises an eyebrow. Your call, fearless leader. You know the timetable we're working on. 200 new yen per head isn't bad, but from where I'm standing, it looks like you need my help, and that tells me that you can do better. Fine, 250 per head, but that's my final offer. Works for me. Good. Yeah, I think this will work. Ager gives you a small nod. Her hand falls away from the stock of her shotgun. You need anything else, or are you ready to go crack some skulls? I want to know who I'm working for. I'm Ulrich, leader of the Berlin chapter of the Arbaters. We're a poly club, small but growing. We serve the people of the working class, protect them from the parasites that would exploit them. You're not a fan of the F-state, then? Anarchy is not the solution to the people's problems. Do what thou wilt is a policy that rewards only the powerful. The working class gets trampled. A strong, people-centered communist movement is the only way to protect the interests of the common man. Give us a few years and that's exactly where we're gonna be. Alright, hey, alright, man. Say no more. I'm sold. I want to know what I'm... Whoa. I want to know what I'm going up against. Tell me about the Magnificers. A gang of parasites. They think that their magical talents make them better than everyone else. Because of that, they feel entitled to take whatever they want. Up until recently, they've been content with pulling pranks and stealing purses. Childish dreck, but they were basically harmless. Then their new leader took over. Calls himself Trithemius, but I remember when he was just a skinny little prick named Yuri. He lets out a derisive snort. I should have kept a better eye on him, I guess. Should have stopped him flat when he started putting on airs. Would have saved everyone a heap of trouble. Trithemius took over the Magnificers, militarized them, and convinced them that they could take us. And thanks to the element of surprise, they actually managed to do it. The orc folds his arms across his burly chest. Any day now, we're gonna show him exactly how bad an idea that was. I think I'll start by breaking Yuri's neck.
You look pretty dug in out here. How long do you intend to man the trenches?
We'll be out here as long as it takes. We're taking our building back one way or another. For over 3 years, we protected that place. We held it for the people to do with as they please. Kept it safe from parasites and exploiters. Everything was cool until those Drexel Magnificers sucker punched us. No negotiation, no warning. They just turned on us out of the blue. Put a couple of dozen spirits down on our heads. I didn't even know that they were under attack. I didn't even know that we were under attack until the water in my bathtub snaked up and tried to drown me. Most of us got out alive, but we've been stuck out here ever since. Just give us some time, though. We'll take the building back. We'll starve them out if we have to. And when we do, the scrawny bastards are gonna pay.
Anything I should know about the building before I head inside?
You'll probably see some burnouts floating around the ground floor. They're all there for the hub. It's like some kind of church or something. Guy called Parson runs it. Between you and me, they're all batshit crazy. Not dangerous, just nuts.
Why'd you keep them around at all, then?
Because a lot of them are rich. They paid a dreckload in rent, and we redistributed that wealth to the common man.
Let me guess, you define yourselves as the common man?
Do you see a tie around my neck, pal? Do I look like a corporate stooge to you? We are the friends of the people, and we are the people. Don't you dare to question it.
Alright, man, maybe I'm not so down for your whole thing. Just one more thing. I need to get to the basement. Anything you can do that'll help me out?
Basement? What could you possibly want to get down there for?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
You'd be surprised what I'll believe. Try me.
Alright, I need to stop a killer AI so that I can rescue an elderly scientist from a ghost dragon. The future of Berlin could be at stake.
You're right, I don't believe you. You're either lying or you're crazy. But crazy has its uses. Alright, I'll get you into that basement, but it'll cost you.
You're charging us? Seriously? This isn't even your building anymore.
You've got the wrong idea. I don't need Nguyen, friend. What I need is Trithemius' head on a fucking platter. Problem is, he's holed up somewhere in the building, and we don't know where. Best guess, he's hiding somewhere upstairs in a room with no exterior windows. Somewhere, probably someplace close, he stashed the power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So, you find and kill Trithemius, grab the coupling out of his apartment, and bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I'll know he's dead.
He cracks a grin.
Then I give you the control chip that I pulled when we had to fall back. Slot them both back into the elevator, and it'll take you straight to the basement.
This deal's coming out all in your favor. If I'm going to hand your entire territory back, you'll have to sweeten the pot. He shrugs.
Well, you've got a point there. Tell you what, like I said, we had a bunch of weapons stashed in the basement before the Magnificers showed up. You take care of Trithemius, I'll let you have your pick of the armory. Whatever piece of hardware you want.
That's more like it. One dead mage coming right up.
Good. Just remember, no amulet, no basement. Now go on through, and show that little prick what it means to screw with the Arbiters.
Alright, man. You got it. These are locked. Kinda want them. But I guess we'll have to not. Alright. I remember this place being weird. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large, blocky letters. Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Welcome to the hub, sister. Are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you to an empty terminal. What do you do here?
I am the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of communion.
I might be interested. Tell me more.
Communion is a spiritual experience, friend, available to all for a small donation.
He gestures at the banks of terminals lining the walls. The hub acts as the core of the communion. Those who jack into it are in turn linked to one another, daisy-chained together at the brainstem. Race, gender, social class, all of the artificial barriers to empathy that we've constructed as a culture. Communion strips them all away. It is a monument to the great truth that so many of us deny, that we are all the same at the core. Imagine it, friend. Dozens of individual minds all tied together into a single cohesive whole, sharing in a collective subconscious connected to the hub. Person raises his hands in supplication. Join with us and feel your limitations fall away. You and your congregation need to stop. There's a killer AI on the loose in this building. The dwarf's benevolent smile does not falter. You are quite mistaken. The hub is a place of peace. We are in no danger here. I have some questions for you about the local gang activity. He nods. We do seem to have more than our fair share. Very well, I will answer your questions. Should I be worried about the gang war that seems to be gearing up around us? While you remain in the hub, you have nothing to fear. We pay well for the use of this place, and another gang would risk driving us away. And the rest of the building? He spreads his hands. If you choose to go exploring, I can't guarantee your safety. What can you tell me about the Arbiters? Person lets out a heavy sigh. A pack of snarling animals dressed up as a poly club. I'd steer clear of them if I were you. Their ideology is loosely based on neo-communist movements from the past. In truth, I think that they just copied a few pages from an old Red Army faction handbill without ever bothering to learn what they meant. For all their rhetoric, the Arbiters are just another street gang. They shout for the sake of shouting. There's no real conviction there. If you came from outside, you've probably bumped into their leader, a huge orc who calls himself Ulrich. He can seem reasonable, but I'd give him a wide berth. One more note. If I were you, I'd avoid being seen with the Magnificers. The Arbiters take shots at members of the Mage Gang whenever they see them. If you're not careful, you can find yourself caught in the crossfire. I need to know more about the Magnificers. Power-drunk fools, a lot of them. The Arbiters were bad enough, but the Magnificers are even worse. The Arbiters' interests were limited to theft and violence in the name of their cause. The Magnificers, they have power, and they seem to relish in abusing it. Now that they've claimed the upper levels of the building, it isn't safe to travel beyond the ground floor. Several members of our congregation have been mauled to death by the Magnificers' pet spirits. He shakes his head sadly. Now we travel only in groups. You're safe down here, though? Yes, Trithemius needs the hub. To threaten his congregation would be to jeopardize his primary source of income. But the upper floors enjoy no such protection. They have become dangerous places to travel. I'm looking for Trithemius. Any idea how I could find him? The smile fades from Parsons' face. Trithemius is a dangerous man. Why do you ask? I have business with him. Private business. He studies your face for a moment, then nods. Fair enough. Trithemius is almost certainly upstairs, hidden away from the outside world. I wouldn't advise going after him, but if your mind is made up, I suppose that I can change it. Yes, I can tell you how to find him, but I will need something from you in return. Yeah, of course you will. Saw that coming. Let's size. Tell us what you need. A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of one of my terminals. They have taken the data jack signal converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I get it back. A single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe that I know the squatters responsible. Their leader's name is Janet. She is a decker of some skill. I don't know what she has planned for my parts, but I do know that this situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. And so you want us to deal with them for you? Yes, but not with violence. I want you to talk with them and convince them to bring me back my components. Do this, and I'll tell you how to get to Trithemius. Deal? Sounds straightforward enough. Excellent. It's a deal, then. Can you tell me anything about this building? Beyond the hub, there isn't much to speak about. There's a small shop down the hall if you're hungry or in need of basic supplies. He shrugs and offers you an apologetic smile. And that's about it, I'm afraid. What about the upper levels? Yeah, okay, I know about them already. Basement. Ah, that would be difficult. The stairway leading down to the building's sublevels has been blocked. And the elevator has been sabotaged. It stopped working at the same time that the Arbiters were driven from the building. As we discussed, if you recover my stolen property, I will tell you how to find Trithemius. Otherwise, you could try your luck with Ulrich out front, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, we're done. What's going on in here? Bunch of terminals that are, as far as I'm concerned, effectively a death sentence. I guess we could deal with things quickly. This elevator appears to be offline. The control panel's LCD screen is unlit, and its metal casing is badly dented. Examine the control panel. You easily pry the metal casing away from the wall after exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. After a quick inspection, it becomes clear that this elevator is wired to operate around a control chip. The chip is missing, and it looks as though a power coupling has been yanked alongside it. Without these components, there is no way for this elevator to function. Alright, well, we knew that already. Not a bad idea to check, though. Effectively pretty much means 100%, and that's not XCOM 100%. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ooh. I do like that symbol. Anarchy with, like, grass growing. Hi. Hello. Oh, there's some magic shit going on over there. I should have waited to bring Glory in. Oh, I should have... Yeah, I should have waited to bring Glory in and then had... Novacat take her turn. I ordered that poorly. Control mode. So it's just got a gun. But it's an extra body. Oh, fuck, really? Bro, that's super annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had 4. I don't know how I already forgot that. Easy. Taken care of. Damn it. Well, why did that have to hit and not the other one? Die. Everybody here is dropping shit. And also the other person in here has not realized shit's popping off. What, you preoccupied? Like what? I'm not a threat? Yeah, that's partially why I, buffed body and dodge. Oh, right. They're all dropping amulets, so I can go get paid. Spellbook. Not that it's useful to me. Could give that to Dietrich, I guess. Maybe? No, he's not a mage. He's a shaman. Yo, what's that graffiti? That's cool graffiti. A whole bunch of crazies in that communion lot. Shark Tank. Oh, yeah, that's right. So yeah, maybe Dietrich can use those. We'll see. I mean, is that the password for this? I mean, I can just open the door. Hi. Oh, hi, Janet. A middle-aged woman with chocolate-colored skin and shoulder-length dreadlocks looks up from her PDA with a start. She's decked out in form-fit body armor, and in a flash, her assault rifle goes from slung to held at the ready. Who the hell are you? And how did you get through the door? I used my charm and natural musk. Gets him every time. She gestures with her rifle. Cut the shit and start talking. What do you want and why are you here? Parson sent me. He wants his hardware back. She shakes her head violently. No way! Those parts are keeping us online, and not just us, but everyone with a new yen in this hole. Parson can keep running his ridiculous little cult just fine with what he's got, but us, we're the only matrix connection that these people have. Look, those parts can't be irreplaceable. Let me take a look at your terminal. Maybe we can figure something out? Alright, the terminal's in the back room. Go take a look. But if you try to rip us off, you're gonna regret it. Okay. The hacker's terminal has clearly been cobbled together using whatever parts they could find. In spite of this, it's a remarkably impressive piece of machinery. Studying the terminal, it takes almost time to identify the components that person has sent you to find. Examine the terminal to see if the signal converter can be removed without disabling it. At the moment, it is impossible to remove the part without disabling the terminal. The converter is required so that the signal the terminal sends can be interpreted by the data jack of its user. Attempt to bypass the parts and keep the terminal active. It takes a bit of doing, but with your expert level of knowledge, you reprogram the terminal's signal transmitter so that it sends out a pre-converted signal. The converter is no longer required, so you remove it. Alright, problem solved. So, all fixed up. Everybody wins. You got your terminal and I've got my parts. You see the tension drain out of her. Thank you. I'm glad this could end without bloodshed. There's been enough of that around here already. Yeah, sure looks that way. Literally, bloodstain right there. Now let's do some more exploring of this floor, shall we? What's through here? You guys wizards? What's your deal? A group of metahumans huddles together, their eyes wide with terror. Many of them have scrapes and bruises, and a few have more serious injuries. Their clothes are tattered and stained. At your approach, a disheveled-looking middle-aged man steps forward, placing himself between you and the main group. His gray hair is badly matted, and a pair of battered reading glasses hang from the bridge of his nose. Who are you, may I ask? And what are you doing here? Novicat, and you are? My name is Franz. These are my friends and my wife. We live together. Well, we used to live together up on the 3rd floor. You used to live upstairs? Yes, until about a week ago. Then the Magnificker's pets moved in and we had to run for our lives. Spirits, you mean? He nods, a look of pure misery on his face. They're always summoning the damn things, but last week they lost control of a handful. Before we knew what was happening, they were running wild in our living room. We tried to protect ourselves, but we were no match for them. He shakes his head, a haunting look in his eyes. We had no choice but to leave everything behind. We've been scraping by down here ever since. Franz takes a moment to collect himself. When he speaks again, he sounds more composed. At least Janet is letting us use her Matrix uplink. We can still afford to feed ourselves, thanks to her. If there are uncontrolled spirits loose up there, someone needs to deal with them. Might as well be us. Franz's face lights up in excitement. Oh, thank you, thank you. Please let us know when it's safe to return home. Alright. Yeah, we don't need to meet Janet. We already met Janet. Alright. 3rd floor. Let's go return these parts to person really quick. It's probably a quest worth completing. Even if it could theoretically get people dead. I've recovered the parts for your terminal. Ah, excellent, my sister. Let me see them, if you please. Parsons' smile disappears for a moment as he studies the parts. His brow furrows in concentration. As suddenly as it disappeared, the smile returns. Yes, these are the parts that I need. Thank you, friend. I trust that there was no trouble, that you were able to attain them without bloodshed? Of course. We never spill blood when we don't have to. Parsons' face lights up. Oh, that is wonderful news. Truly, truly wonderful. And now I have my end of the deal to uphold. If you're still hell-bent on meeting Trithemius, take the stairs up to the 3rd floor. You'll find an abandoned apartment at the end of the hall. Look for the stylized M painted on the wall. It looks like 2 crude lightning bolts facing one another. That's Trithemius' personal sigil. There's an old bookcase in the very back of the apartment. Under the 2nd shelf from the bottom, you'll find a button that opens the door to Trithemius' hideout. How do you know all of this? Because that abandoned apartment was once mine. In the days before I discovered the Piece of Communion, I was a very different man. I had need of such contrivances. His smile widens, but not anymore. Finally, I'm at peace. Alright. Man, what kind of guy were you? Shadowrunner? Probably a Shadowrunner, if I would have hazarded a guess. You had a bug-out room back there, right? Oh, no, I want to go to 3rd floor. Fuck. Oh, yeah, they weren't kidding when they said they had spirits wandering around here, huh? Free-range spirits. And of course, it's like the most dangerous spirit that it could be. Oh. Alright. Well, that went well. Oh, fuck. I'm really glad that I am now remembering that I have the ability to make things easier to hit. It only took me the entire game. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Ager is in a really good spot right now, though, so that's consolation. Drone would be a good idea. Or not. That's cool, too. What? Oh, yeah. Are these things less dangerous if I'm not the one that summoned them? Kind of feels like that. Also, wow. My accuracy with that is pretty fucking good, weirdly. What do you mean? Okay, I should have attacked with Glory first. That was my own hubris. This thing needs to get out. Oh, fuck! Get out of your cover, dipshit. Wow, why are you going that way? Oh my god. Glory, please. Thank you. Oh. Blitz, buddy, just shoot at normal light. Drone? Yes. Okay. So all of that damage got healed, which is nice. Premium medkit is also nice to have, considering we only have the one medkit on us. Okay. Oh, I should go talk to them. Ah. They don't really have anything that I want, but it's nice to do good deeds. Oh. Somehow my throat is still doing all right. About those spirits. Yes, is it safe? I dealt with the spirits for you. It's safe now. Thank you so much. There aren't many people left that have put themselves in danger to help a bunch of strangers. Happy to be of help. Alright, yeah, that was worth it. The karma made that worth it. How much do I have? 4. Man, they got up here quick. Oh, hello. Bro, you literally can't see me. Oh, hey man? Why did you do that? Oh, suck an egg. Let's see, there's 2 there. Three there. And I think if Ager uses her rifle, she should be fine. Yep, more than fine. Why are you shooting the drone? It's not even active. Fucking freaks. Okay, there's 4 in here. Wow, minus 4 AP? Girl, that was pretty sick. That was pretty PogChamp what you did to that guy. Oh, hell yeah. Man, her accuracy doesn't change depend. Oh wait, it does. With that guy specifically. Oh, how did you have the AP for that? I call bullshit on that. That's not where I clicked. Die. Alright, that was, 5 more wizards. We are actually getting a fucking big payday out of that. What's this? Whoa. A high-pitched, creaky voice shrieks out from the intercom. Go away! I won't let any spirits in here. You can't hurt me behind my door. No, you can't. I'm not a spirit. What are you talking about? That's exactly what a spirit would say. And then I'd get in here and it'd eat my eyes, suck them right out of my skull. I've seen it happen. You hear a ragged intake of breath, and then the shrill voice raises into a scream. Get away from me! If I were a spirit, would I be using the intercom? The voice becomes calmer and lowers in pitch. Huh, I guess I never heard of a spirit using an intercom before. That's a really good point. Are you here to save me? Yes, I'm here to rescue you. Let me in. There's a long pause. Alright, I'm going to let you in, but be cool, okay? I mean that. No funny stuff. You hear a great deal of fumbling on the other side of the door. Finally, the door unlatches with a click. I can't believe that worked. The man waiting on the other side of the door is wild-eyed and bedraggled. He looks as though he hasn't eaten in weeks. There's almost no flesh on his bones, his beard is long and tangled, and his jacket is smeared with grease. He nearly jumps out of his own skin at the sight of you. Who are you? Are you part of the communion? Have you come to take me back? Please no, I don't want to go back. He spits and claws at the air in front of him as if fighting off an invisible attacker. All the while, his eyes are locked on you. No, it isn't safe. The spirits, it's not safe. Calm down, there are no spirits. They're gone. The hallway is empty. Empty? Yes, empty. All is empty without communion. But safe, you say? It's safe. His eyes go wide. It's safe. I can return to communion? He breaks into a ridiculous grin. I must go now. Yes, communion awaits. Alright. Whatever, man. That's your whole thing? That's his whole thing. Alright. That's fine. I will definitely send that to my stash. A lot of magic. A lot of free magic in here. Ooh, that's definitely for Dietrich. We will bring him on the last mission. I don't really see much need for Blitz on that. Hello. A rail-thin elf wearing a comically ornate wizard's robe stands at the center of the room. When he speaks, his voice wavers and cracks. So, you're the one who's been turning my house upside down. I assume that you come in search of my head at Ulrich's behest. I would warn you, stranger, he cannot be trusted. It's Berlin 2054. Trust is so 2053. That may be so, but I'm telling you the truth about Ulrich. He may have a use for you now, but as soon as this no longer holds, he will kill you. He steeples his fingers, looking for all the world like a kid in a Halloween costume. I would offer you an alternative. What is it that he has offered to you for your assistance? I'm sure we can reach an equally beneficial arrangement. We need to get downstairs, into the basement. Well, then our purposes run parallel. To reach the basement, you must use the elevator. The stairs will not reach it. There is no other way. When we took over from the Arbiters, I removed the power coupling from the elevator controls. Had to keep Ulrich out of his primary armory. In exchange, Ulrich removed the elevator control chip. A petty move, presumably to prevent us from accessing that same armory after he retreated. If you agree to kill him, I'll give you the part that I removed. Then all you have to do is hit the chip off Ulrich's stinking corpse. Trust me, that's the only way you'll ever lay hands on it. Once your usefulness to him has run its course, he will devote all of his strength to crushing you. Honestly, Chief, I don't think that I believe either of them. Trithemius inclines his head. To show you how serious I am, I will offer you a further boon for dealing with Ulrich as he deserves. A magical item of great and inscrutable power. With it, you may call a powerful spirit to your side to defend you and to crush your enemies. Do my bidding, this will be yours for the taking. I made a deal and I'm sticking to it. Now let's get this over with. The elf's lips twist into a cruel smile. Big mistake, pal. You're gonna burn for that. Yeah, I'm sure. It's so unfair that they get to move first. Also, they are focusing the drone. I mean, if nothing else, the drone's good cover for everybody else. Because, like, they'll just shoot it, apparently. Hey, here, get behind cover, sweetie. What? Bullshit. Come on. You have any grenades, my guy? No, you have drugs. Ugh. And you have a drone that is being shot at, so we might as well use it. Come on. I love when the entire second half of combat is just nothing. Nothing happens. Alright. Huh. How? That's not cover, motherfucker. Alright. Well, that's one spirit taken care of. And that's the other one taken care of. Hell yes. Good fucking work, team. That taser's really good. Holy shit, Glory. You got real... Now I'm really annoyed. Hey, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. What the fuck? My tactical brain is too powerful for this video game. If nothing else, I'm gonna sell all this magic, right? So, still worth taking. I don't know if we have a final chance to equip at the end. Alright, all done. To the ground floor. We dealt with all that pretty easily. I love that all of this is just side shit. So we haven't even started on the thing that we're actually here for.
Yeah, you need something else?
I've got a few magnificer trinkets to sell.
Excellent. 12 amulets means 3,000 new yen in your pocket. Here you are, payment in full.
Trithemius won't be a problem for you anymore. Here's his amulet. Ulrich accepts the amulet with a smile.
Ha! Nice work, friend.
He raises the jewel high above his head, then hurls it to the ground. It explodes into a spray of dull, glassy shards across the concrete.
Well, I'm a man of my word. Here's the control chip for the elevator. Slot this into the elevator's terminal with the part you got off Trithemius, and you should be good to go.
He pauses, then reaches back into his pocket.
And here's the key to our little armory down in the basement. Help yourself.
Without waiting for a response, Ulrich takes a step back, then turns his head to shout at the toughs behind him.
Listen up, boys! Our friend here just taught Wizard Boy a permanent lesson about messing with your baiters.
A chorus of cheers erupts from the assorted gangers assembled behind Ulrich.
So gear up, because we got a goddamn building to take back.
I mean, there's no... You don't gotta take anything back. I kinda... Oh, wait. Hold on. All of this is mine now. The fucking rabbit outfit is the one that I literally parted with last time. We're not wearing that anymore. Repair the elevator. Let's go. Damn, we're at 5.5 hours. I mean, it's too late to go back now. We're pot committed. The elevator rumbles and clanks its way downward into the guts of the old Seder Krupp Development Lab. 18 years ago, this place and the project that was being developed here disappeared from the record books. Thanks to Alice, you are one of the few people alive today who understand why. Alice was clear about one thing. You are here because Apex wants you to be. If the AI hadn't wanted her to trace it here, she'd have wound up as dead as Monica. For better or worse, you're here at Apex's invitation. The elevator grinds to a halt. The doors slide open, and your nostrils are assaulted by 18 years' worth of stale air. Apex and the kill switch that will deactivate it await. Alright, let's fucking go. Clipboard. Amidst the collected detritus of many years of neglect, you find an old-fashioned clipboard with a keycard attached. Take it. Project Apex shutdown procedures. Blitz raises an eyebrow. Well, that's convenient. You flip through several pages of escalating containment procedures, as well as guidelines on when each procedure should be used. Finally, you find what you've been looking for. Emergency AI shutdown and purge. This procedure is to be used only in the event of a complete loss of system control and should be considered only as a last resort. In the event of a loss of system software control, the Apex Artificial Intelligence Project has been designed with an inbuilt hardware shutdown and purge protocol. The emergency system shutdown is controlled from two separate terminals just off the AI interface terminal. Both switches must be engaged to begin the purge process. Once the purge is underway, it will take several minutes to complete. After the purge is completed, a final deletion command must be input into the AI interface terminal in order to complete the deletion process. This will act as a final preventative measure against the unintentional deletion of the project. Warning! Once the purge process has completed and the final deletion command has been entered, the AI will be irrevocably deleted from all active and backup system memory. Restoration of project files will not be possible. Furthermore, it is not possible to begin the purge process without the AI becoming aware of the modifications to its codebase. Apex has been programmed to take no action to intervene. However, should its control sequences become damaged, in all likelihood, it will attempt to resist. Should this occur, it is imperative that the AI interface terminal be protected until the deletion process has been completed. If the interface terminal is destroyed before the final deletion command is entered, the purge will not complete and the AI will quickly restore itself. You got all that, Fearless Leader? Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. Sure. Oh, there's a door right there. Figured it out well enough. Huh. Let's delay that a little bit. Obviously, the idea of going into the Matrix to hack these turrets is out of the question. This has pretty much got to be a Stone Age Shadowrun. Ooh.